So, I'm trying to get zoomed in. It's tough to do with the car like this. I don't see any dots on these teeth. So I'm gonna actually turn that cam over with the 14. So the TIS instructions are not there. Yep, there it is. You're right. I see it now. Good point out. I just got to get the camera to catch it here. I'm lost. Okay, so man, I could see it, but it's tough to get. Right there, that dot I finally just got. That is the dot that we need to be on. So I'm gonna move this chain up, and basically what I got is that orange link is gonna be aligned to that dot. Once you have the chain on, you can no longer see the dot that well though. And so that's what's kind of rough. I guess you can on this one. So that's your one dot for sure. Then you just gotta kind of get it snaked in. And then on the rear cam, of course, even more difficult, we're gonna need to find the correct dot. And you don't rush through this, because if you're wrong, you got major issues. And so I don't see the dot right now. So I'm gonna go with, yeah, go ahead, turn it over. And I'll keep my eyes peeled for that dot. And it'll jump too, because it's on the springs. Ideally right now we would have this engine in the position on the dot down at the crank, and we do, so we're good. Here comes the dot. You can see it round in the corner. Keep going a little further. It'd be nice if it was on the front side. All right, so basically, yeah, maybe we could hold it right there. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try to get this one, but if not, I might have to work on it from the front side. But you could see the dot right there. We need to get our orange link on that dot, which means we gotta play with the cam a little bit more, and we may also have to turn this crank to get the slack. See, I'm being called, shut up, I don't care! We may need to turn this crankshaft to get the slack in the right spot. Hang on, let me come to you, unless you wanna be in the video. Yeah, so you guys, if we turn this crank, the crank dot's lined up, by the way. Might as well take this advantage to show the dot. The dot to the pink link. If we turn this crankshaft a little bit, that'll give us some slack on that rear cam. There you go, I see your ratchet now. So, basically, we want to get all the slack on the back side of this chain, because that's where the tensioner is. Here's your tool. So kind of what I'm doing just to help out a little is I sort of like pull this chain tight, and so that way this side of it is tight. As hard as it is to see, it should be tight against that shoe, against that guide, and then you just got to sneak it up here. So what's cool, we know that dot correlates with that long line, so it looks like we just got to get a little bit more. Is that the dot, or does it go up one more? I think it's one more. You might have to check the dot from the back side again, but I'm quite sure it's that long line right there. Yep, there's the dot. Boom. Right there. You're off one tooth. I can see it, but you see the struggle. Once you get this one good, what you kind of want to do is get this one on, and if possible, twist the crank a little bit counterclockwise, and get all the slack over here. And so we're really close. We just need to get the other thing you can do. That's a good tip. If you're fighting with holding the cam, you can use the flat right here. I believe, I don't remember what size that is. It's a bigger size. You can actually grab the cam with the wrench right here. But I think right now, I think we'll get this one. Philip, you turn that one just a little bit clockwise. Hold up right there. Now, what we're gonna do is, while I hold that, hang on, I missed. Come a little more. This is a tough dot to hit. But just a hair more. Let's stop right there? Okay,
Yeah, there you go.
Don't move. So that's our mark. I confirm that's where our dot is. Now what you're going to do is lift the ratchet just a little bit more, and we're just going to make sure this chain stays nice and tight up here, and nice and tight down here on the shoe or on the guide. And then while it's like that, what we need to do is get our timing cover prepped. We need to run our beads for our FIPG, and then we need to like kind of skate that chain in a little bit, get the cover on. This is easier said than done. We need to clean any of this oil and everything, and then we'll get the cover on, get the cover torqued, get the tensioner in, and then release the tensioner. That's the only way you really keep time on this. Some people try to like put a little mechanism or piece of rope and stuff. I don't really like that. I think that this works good as long as you make sure your timing marks are right. So easier said than done, and you may want to practice fitting the timing cover in dry a couple times, because once you get the FIPG, you only really have 5 minutes or so from the time it's set on, you know, from the time it's applied to where you want it at least touching the metal, and then about 10 to 15 minutes till all the bolts are torqued. So the pressure's on, people. You can do it.